What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome to episode 33 of the Charge to the Top here with Hereford FC. We are back as always, and today it's a double header. If you missed yesterday's episode, please, as always, do go check it out. It was against Barrow. It was a top of the table clash, and we have two more big games to come today. And, there's been no matches since the last episode, so we can pretty much get straight into it. But first of all, it's just to look at that Barrow game. It was a 2-1 win. Today, we are going to be taking on Billericay and, of course, Fylde. Billericay in 5th, Fylde in 4th. Worth noting that this Billericay game being played on a Sunday and is on television, which is a little bit odd. We have also got quite a big gap going into that Fylde game, so I will probably just cut out the bit in between. I don't feel like simming through a kind of a week and a half of not a whole lot happening is going to be that kind of entertaining to watch, if I'm being completely honest. So yeah, we'll get into this game against Billericay. Obviously, the team has not changed since the game against Barrow, but I am going to make actually a few changes here and there. And the first change I'm actually going to make is I'm going to bring in Ricky Holmes for Keenan Bennett. And I think actually that's the only change I'm going to make. We do sit second at the table. As I mentioned, this game being on television on a Sunday has meant that all the Saturday games have been played. Dulwich Hamlet won, so they have really put a bit of pressure on us because they are now equal on points with us. And Barrow have also won, so the marker has very much been set for us here in terms of we need to win to kind of maintain the top of the table kind of position that we held going into this weekend. I'm hoping that we can do it, but it's going to be tricky. And both of these games are going to prove, I think, tough tests for us. Anyway, in terms of our team for this first game, as I said, we're not going to rotate a whole lot. This is almost the same team that played the previous game against Barrow. Worth noting that we are away from home for this game. Of course, our home record has been very, very strong. Away from home, we've struggled. Against Billericay, I believe last time we met them, we won. So I'm hoping that we can have, obviously, a repeat of that again today. But Billericay, they've been a bit of a surprise package. Not a team that were tipped to be right up there at the top of the table in a league that contains the likes of Wrexham, Hartlepool, Bristol Rovers, Lincoln. They're just a name that not many have been whispering the name of. However, they've been very impressive this year, Billericay. They've been on a nice little push. And they have really challenged them. They're going to want to get at least a playoff spot this year. And I feel like going against them here, away from home, is going to be tricky. So we'll just have to see how we get on, I guess. 10 minutes gone. Early signs, not all that great for us, in truth. We have had slightly more possession. Billericay had way more shots. In fact, we're yet to register a shot within the first 20 minutes. Not what you really want to see from a team like ours. I feel like we pride ourselves on our attacking intent, on our ability to score goals for fun. And, well, defensively, I think it would be fair to say we're not always that great when it comes to the kind of whole defending element of our game. But it remains 0-0, which I guess is okay, but it's not been a thriller. I'm glad that we've got two games this episode because this first half has not had any chances whatsoever. I'm going to tell the players I'm not happy. I'm going to get them fired up. Second half here, it can't be any worse than that. Not a single highlight in it, which, I don't know, that seems really odd. I don't think I've ever done a live com where there's not been a highlight. Hopefully that isn't going to be the case today, but, well, we'll have to see how things go on. We're having a few shots in the second half, 2 on target already, compared to 0 in the first half. But, well, there's only an hour left of the game. Stephen Payne up front's not had the greatest game. Let's bring on Otey. He's still on the bench from the last game where I decided to throw him on there. He didn't actually get any time, of course, against Barrow on the pitch. He gets some time today. Otey, show me what I've been missing from you this year. In terms of other players, we've got a few struggling. I'm actually going to bring in Danny Smith for Ricky Holmes out wide on that left-hand side. Holmes not had the best of games, so we'll make the change there. Bring in Smith, obviously a young player, a very talented player, who had nailed down kind of the centre attacking mid spot until I started playing Shimanga there a little bit more. But maybe those two players can spark a bit of life into the team. Of course, Otey now going to be playing as the lone forward and Smith out wide on the left. Anyway, you'll be pleased to know we have got a highlight here, although it's not in our favour, and it's O'Toole who gets tackled by Wiseman. Otey uses his pace to get there. Shimanga, can he feed the Otey? He can't. Otey, though, lovely hold-up play by the number 12. Now with Anderson, options in the middle. Ball, can it be whipped in? It can. Shimanga hits the woodwork, and he can't get the rebound either. Well, it's taken a while for the first highlight of the game. It's not been what we would have hoped for in terms of a goal, but we have hit the woodwork, and, well, it was a good opportunity. It wasn't exactly a clear or half kind of chance, in truth. It was just a well-placed finish by Shimanga, which, unfortunately, he just couldn't quite squeeze in at that near post. And, well, unfortunately for us, there is 10 minutes left in this game. This may be a one-highlight game. We need a win here, boys. I've not made many changes because, I'll be honest, I thought that something had to happen in this game. Something had to give. It hasn't, and we're going to need a very, very late goal in this game to get anything here. 89 minutes gone. Billericay not had a shot on target. We've struggled, but Banks here, set piece, Anderson. Can Messino get there? He can't. That is going to be all she wrote. It's going to finish 0-0. As I said, it's a good job that this is a double header today. Unfortunately, that result sees us slip to second in the table, which is not good enough. Of course, avoiding defeat, I guess, is a good point, but to go equal with Barrow now, but with our worst goal difference, is not ideal. And it does mean that going into that game against Fylde in 4th, there's going to be quite a lot of pressure on us. A win from them against us could see us drop right into kind of reach of them with not a whole lot left to play for this season in terms of matches. So anyway, draw there, Fylde the next game. It's not for about a week and a half. I'm going to skip straight forward to that one. Hopefully we can get a much improved performance. We do need to get one of those. Stick around, guys, and yeah, we will be back in just a second. Okay guys, so we are back here for the second game of today's episode. It's going to be against Fylde, a team who, of course, we've already played in a live com this season. It wasn't the result that we wanted then. Hopefully we can get a better result today, particularly off the back of course, that disappointing result in that previous fixture. The 0-0 against Billericay, it wasn't a bad performance, but it does leave us going into this game with quite a lot of pressure to try and make something happen. Fylde, of course, going fairly strong. They're currently 4th in the league, only 4 points behind us. Only 7 games left of the season. It really is hotting up. And, well, as you can see here, last time we played them away from home, we lost 1-0 and Goburn was sent off. I'm looking for a better performance today. Against Billericay, it wasn't great, but we've had a week and a half. The players, they've had time to collect themselves. They've had time to rejuvenate. And I'm looking at them now in this game to step up. I'm going to stick with the same team once more. I feel like this is what I consider my best 11. It might not be performing amazingly as of late, but these are the players who I think are capable of turning around this fixture for us in this kind of rough run of form. So we are at home, and when we've been at home, we've been very good. Of course, we beat Barrow in yesterday's episode, kind of at home, and I'm hoping for a similar result here. You can see we are the favourites quite comfortably against Fylde as well, despite the fact they are 4th, and we're going to be looking to win this game. The other fixtures going on, you can actually see Barrow not going to be playing today, which is interesting and perhaps of note. We, of course, only have the league left to worry about, and, well, this is our 7th from last game of the season, so it really is coming towards the end of things now, and, well, this is the last of, I was about to say this is the last of our tricky results or tricky fixtures. I don't know if I want to say that because I feel like every game's a little bit tricky. And of our remaining kind of games of the season, only one match comes against a team in the top half of the table. The rest of them against teams who really are struggling and we really ought to be winning. So a win here, what we're looking for to really kind of, I guess, get this final push to the end of the season off to the best possible start. You know, Barrow, they've struggled, we've beaten them, but, well, with that slip up last time out, they have caught us up now, and they now do hold kind of their own destiny in their hand once more. And, well, the only thing we can really do is look to repeatedly win, and we are going to be on the attack here. Shimanga scores, and, well, with 2 minutes gone, that is the start we needed. It's the start we wanted. It's his 24th goal of the season. I believe he's the 3rd highest goal scorer in the league, Shimanga. He's got another one to add to the collection here, and, well, last time we met Fylde away from home, we lost 1-0. We weren't quite at the races. We had a sending off. We never quite looked in it. Within the first 2 minutes of this game, we have got ourselves ahead. We've got our noses in front. Nice ball over the top by Anderson. Shimanga using that pace of his to break through. And to be honest, this is a really nice, composed finish. Slots it right into the corner. The keeper making himself very, very big there. But, well, not big enough to prevent that ball from hitting the back of the net. A lovely finish there by him. And, well, the ideal start to this game, I think it's fair to say. You know, 7 minutes gone, and now we have a corner. Ball whipped in. Lennon's there. It's 2-0, and, well, it was 0-0 against Billericay. We have got off to a fine goal-scoring start in this game, but with an opposition like Fylde, we've got to remain kind of composed. We've got to keep our heads screwed on. We need to see out this game. There is plenty of football left to be played here. And, well, it's been a great professional start to this game, the kind of start we wanted, but we now need to see out this game in a very professional manner. If we can add a few more, fantastic, but, well, in truth, we are now look towards our defence just to ensure that, really, we don't concede 2 goals. But anyway, there's going to be another highlight. 13 minutes gone in this game. You'd think if it went Fylde's way, it would apply just a little bit of pressure on our shoulders. And while they are bringing the ball forward here, Hutchinson, dispossessed by the goal scorer Lennon. Now can we build from the back? Musino now with the ball. Lovely build-up play here. Stephen Payne, a lot of ground to make up. Does apply a little bit of pressure, kind of scares the defender into booting it clear and straight to us, and while we come forward once more, Messino, Harry Anderson out to the right, goes to Payne, Chimanga, 1 goal to his name already, he now has 2. It's 3-0 here, 14 minutes gone, and well, where was this team against Billericay? Where was it? Because against Billericay, we weren't good enough. We didn't quite, get the performance that we were looking for. It finished 0-0, it was pretty tame as a match. And well, 3 goals in 13 minutes this game really makes you question what happened last game. We now, as I said, we just have to be good defensively now. This is a game that should be game over at 3-0. Of course, there are numerous examples of in real football how a 3-goal lead can get thrown away. But, well, we almost have another chance. Harry Lennon, I think he hit the woodwork there. Indeed, he did. The corner whipped in. And, well, we're a little bit unlucky at the moment. I feel like we're way, way, way on top in this game. We could be another goal ahead too, but well, the 3-goal margin, comfortable enough for now, I think it's safe to say. I am very happy with how things are going here for us, and hopefully we can just see out this game, an hour left of this. There's still plenty of time, but we have another set piece. Holmes whips it in. Mizage, Anderson with the effort, saved away by the keeper very impressively. But we continue to mount this pressure. We are dominating possession, 58% of it in our favour. Fylde yet to have a shot on target. And while we're on the attack again here, Messino to Dennis Wiseman out wide. The Gibraltarian lays it out to Harry Anderson. Nice little bit of interplay down here on the right. Now we look to switch the play. Shimangas, Payne's making the run. Can he finish it? Yes, he can. It's 4-0. We need our goal difference to take a very, very positive swing if we want to kind of turn things around in terms of getting ahead of Barrow. Because as you guys know, me and Barrow, ourselves and Barrow, I should say, the team is not all about me. But both Hereford and Barrow, of course, were even on points. Their goal difference, I believe, is 9 goals better. So all we need is a few 4-0, 5-0s, to just help us out. And that could really change that kind of dynamic in terms of goal difference. May well become a factor that is kind of possible to overturn. But it is still 4-0 here. 40 minutes gone. We're on the attack again. Can we get 5 before half time? Stephen Payne, it's saved by Connor. 4th clear chance of the game. A real opportunity to get that 5th goal of the game and make this comfortable. Unfortunately for us, the keeper parries it wide well. But, well, there's still a corner here. Winchester deals with it. That's probably all she wrote for this half, unless there's going to be another late chance. We still have the ball. I shouldn't dismiss our chances immediately, but, well, Anderson here, not able to whip in a ball of quality and Fylde. They do get the ball clear, and I feel like they are going to be quite looking forward, I guess, to the half-time whistle, because they've been bullied in this game by our Hereford side. We have been on top of them in absolutely every department. I'm almost tempted to take off Stephen Payne and bring on Ote, just because Ote, he's not played in a while. He might get a goal. Payne is on a booking as well, so I kind of would like to avoid getting him sent off because he is going to be useful for us in future games. And you'd feel like at 4-0 up now, we're not really lacking goals. So I'm going to give Ote a chance to try and get a goal. He's struggled to get them this year. In fact, I don't think he scored one in a live commentary this year. I don't see him playing much more beyond this season at Hereford. And, well, it'd be nice if we could get one last goal in a live commentary for you guys to witness from Ote. And, well, this is probably one of the best opportunities he's going to get, because at 4-0 up, you'd have to say we're very, very comfortable here. Fylde, they have struggled a little bit. Worth noting, they are on a cup run, and as a result, some of their players are a little bit jaded going into this game. But, well, our goals came so early on, I don't feel like the jadedness and the lack of fitness, perhaps in some of the Fylde players, can even really be brought in as a factor. If anything, obviously, you'd expect our performance and our kind of goals total to rapidly increase as the game goes on, which really hasn't been the case here. We have taken our foot off the pedal just a little bit, but I mean, it's 4-0. What more do you want? We're taking on the team in 4th. They're not far behind us in the table. A loss here would have seen them close the gap on us to 1 point. And much like, well, the Dulwich Hamlet game before kind of January, where we beat them 3-0 in the league, this has got a very similar vibe about it. A very impressive performance. A clean sheet at home. Really what I'm looking for now from us. But Chimanga, man of the match for me. 2 goals, 1 assist. Been an absolutely incredible player. Harry Lennon also playing very, very well at centre-back too. But this has been a very professional performance. Not had to kind of do a lot in terms of tactical changes. It's kind of just a game that was dead and buried very early on, and the team have defended well. We've controlled the game for massive spells of the game. Fylde with just the 1 shot on target in the entirety of the match. And it will finish here at Edgar Street, 4-0. And, well, after that disappointing result against Billericay, it's very, very good to turn things around here and get a good win. It sees us go ahead of Barrow. You can see their goal difference is still better than ours. When do they play their next game? I guess that they're going to be playing in a little while, so we'll kind of have to sit tight and wait and see how things pan out. In terms of when we'll be back, I'm tempted to do kind of the last 3 games as an end-of-season live commentary. Maybe we'll be back sooner for the Hartlepool game if the title could be wrapped up then. Obviously, it's nice to do end-of-season live comms, but I don't want to turn it into kind of a 5-episode special at the same time. So, yeah, expect the last kind of 4 or 3 games. We'll see how things go, obviously. There's a little bit of football to be played. You'd have to say against the likes of Dover and Woking, certainly you'd be expecting us to run out victors there. And even against the likes of Aldershot, Chester and Morecambe, they're games I very much back us to do well in. Really, that Hartlepool game stands as a game that could very much swing the title charge one way or the other. But anyway, guys, that is going to wrap things up from me. Thank you so much for watching as always. Hopefully you did enjoy. We do go top of the league. We have played that extra game. Shamanga, though, man of the match performance by him. Been an absolutely incredible player for us this season. Hopefully he can keep performing well as we go into the kind of dying stages of this season. And, well, hopefully I'll see you guys next time. If you've got any comments, leave them down below. And other than that, thank you so much for watching this double header. As always, guys, it is me, Jack, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.